Without fail, it feels like every single fall or spring or whatnot, I always tell myself, like, you know, whatever beverage I've been enjoying. So usually in the summer it's iced coffee, usually in the winter it's hot coffee, right? And I think to myself, oh my gosh, like I can't see myself transitioning into the next like beverage. But then I'll see on social media and they'll like start transitioning and people will be posting their hot lattes instead of their cold lattes. And sometimes I'm ready for it and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let me get my milk frother out. And other times I think, oh, like I'm not ready for that yet. And that's not saying like sometimes I'll have an iced coffee in the winter or sometimes I'll have a hot coffee in the summer, but I like will all of a sudden hit me like, all right, it's time to transition. And last video was our Labor Day weekend. That was about 2 weeks ago. Super fun, loved it. And I had a hot coffee and I thought I was ready for hot coffee then, especially because in Iowa it was 40 degrees. It was so cold. But 2 weeks later, it is like more warm in Missouri than Iowa, obviously. And I had like a couple iced coffees the past 2 weeks. But now it's like, okay, it's kind of hitting my brain. Like we're in the middle of September. It's time for warm beverage coffees, and maybe it's helped like I started transitioning a few things in our home to be like autumn vibes, like into the fall, the pumpkins, the apples, all of the things. And you know, today it was a hot beverage day. This past week I've actually been craving blueberry syrup, but I haven't had like the chance to actually make blueberry syrup. So I've been putting blueberries in a little like shallow coffee cup that I have. I pop it in the microwave with some sugar and a little bit of water. I boil it like in the microwave for a minute, and then I've been dumping that in. That is so good too. I love blueberry syrup. I love blueberries, and I think the like blueberries are alkaline, right? And so it takes away the acidity from the coffee. So good, so good. This is just plain today, but we got these beans from Herman, Missouri last weekend. I have waited so long, it just felt like forever. But on Garrett and I's second anniversary, so October 10th, 2022, we celebrated our anniversary in Herman, and there is a distillery there. It's called the Copper Mule. So we went to the Copper Mule and they were having this like bourbon share program where you like pick your oh, what's it called? A stein. So it's like what the heck? Is it a stein? I don't know. Part of the barrel. Okay. I cannot remember. A stein is like, I'm thinking of beer stein. Maybe it is a stein. I don't know. The barrel slats, like signing a piece, like there's each a piece, and there was number 33. It was on the day of our anniversary, so it was 10/10, and it was barrel 200. So it was like, okay, like all of these alignments, and we bought a share, and then in 3 years, so it'd be our 5th anniversary, we would get to like get the bottle. And they have like little testers, so each year in September you try it, you test it, whatever. And the last 2 years we got to try it, and this year we got our bottle. So we went down there, got our bottle, got our little stave. It's a stave. Oh my gosh, that's what it's called. I have it like in our little like cabinet or whatever, just hanging out. But the stave, that is what it's called. So dumb. Anyways, but there's my favorite, one of my very favorite coffee shops in Herman, Missouri, and it's called, what the heck is it called? It's not Stomping Grounds. That's not my fave. That's the other one in that town. What the heck? My brain is mush. Let me get the bag. The only thing I can say is it's super early in the morning and I have yet to drink all of my coffee. So it's Espresso Lane. Okay, let's see, the first time I went to Herman was with my mother-in-law, and it was before Garrett and I actually got married, but it was with Amy, my mother-in-law, Julie, my aunt-in-law, and Adriana, Garrett's cousin, and my sorority sister, along with his sister. So we went to Herman. It was so much fun. But Espresso Lane has been my top favorite coffee shop there. So good, so lovely. The owner is so sweet. I always get, oh my gosh, the Cafe Cubano is my favorite, and then Garrett gets oh my gosh, gosh, it's like condensed milk and I forget what it's called, but we get the same thing every single time and now I cannot even think about it. But the Cafe Cubano is like super, super small. It's like espresso poured over sugar. It's delicious. It's so good. I forget where Garrett, I know what Garrett gets, but I forget like the actual name. So we are having their house blend espresso beans this last week and it is so good. I really need to start like trying to like order because we live in a small town and I usually have to drive to like Kansas City or Lee Summit to get the beans that are like from the roastery. Love those beans, but sometimes I'll be running behind and I'll just like Walmart pickup order some beans and they're not as good. Like they truly are not as good. So I need to start like looking online, trying to order some. Of course, every time we go to Herman, I get those. But if you have any like online brands that ship that you love, comment down a recommendation because I love coffee. It's my fave. Have coffee every single day and I would love to try some new brands. So today it's Sunday, I'm hanging out. Yesterday I went to an apple orchard with my meetup group, Acquaint, and we picked apples. Yes, I have like pumpkins in my house right now, but September is for apples. Like in my head, it is the apple month and it's like perfect season for apples. About a month ago, I got peaches and like a bag of apples. And so I did some apples, like applesauce, no apple butter. I did plain applesauce and then like cinnamon and sugared applesauce. And I was like, okay, let's do a meetup. Let's go to the orchard. It was super fun, just a beautiful weather. We got apple cider donuts, awesome, amazing. Now I'm like looking at, I have a bushel of apples that I need to do something with today. So I'll probably start peeling those, putting them in a crock pot, starting with, I need to make apple butter because I have not made any. And then also I would like to try something else. Apple jelly. It was my first time doing peach jelly and I really enjoyed the peach jelly that I made this year. So I'd like to try apple jelly. I'm gonna surf Pinterest. I'm gonna see some different brands because I'm feeling very like, pushing outside my comfort zone because with the peaches I made peach jam like normal, I made peach jelly which I'd never made before, and peach salsa and canned it. So I'm very proud of myself in the peach department, but I would like to try my hand at a couple apple things. And then I also need to like, I don't know, our house is like fully clean. I don't have anything to do today, truly. Like I'm blessed. Like I don't have anything besides the apples, but like I could get to the apples tomorrow or the next day. Like they don't have to be done right now, but truly like our house is mostly picked up. We are entertaining guests like in 2 weeks. So, you know, I could do some prep. I could like work on the cabinets, some of those baseboards, you know, we have 2 dogs and they are like a little bit rowdy and Rooster. But like the house is mostly good, but I could just tidy up a little bit. Garrett, opening day for something is tomorrow. So Garrett is gonna be headed out to like his hometown. He's gonna spend opening day. Hopefully he gets something so that he can show his grandpa, but he's gonna be out. He's gonna be, you know, traveling and things. Amazing, awesome. So he has like all of his hunting stuff on the back table behind me, but it's just gonna be you and me today. Like we're gonna chill, we're gonna hang out. I always have this dilemma, like whenever I have a day to do nothing, I should be like at home and like enjoying the inside, but like part of me always wants to go shopping and I just want to buy things. And after the meetup yesterday, I stopped at a thrift store. I need to find like little glass vases for flowers since we're entertaining in 2 weeks. I would love some new like table decorations, and the vases there were like $5, okay, at a city thrift. No, glass vases need to be $1 to $2, like $5. I could buy a new one. Like, are you kidding? Anyways, so I don't know what we're gonna do today besides apples. Like I wanna do something with the apples, but it's gonna be chill and I have no plans. I don't know. I should have done a grocery shop pickup order so I could pick that up today and then not actually have to go shopping, which, I mean, it's only 10 o'clock. I did sleep in. I slept in heavy today. I was so tired. So like I could do a little pickup. Let's see the earliest if I place my order now. I really love to use weekends to like do a Walmart pickup or like just put together. Sometimes I do it Monday, but Sunday is really nice, as long as I'm not gonna sleep in, because there's been a couple times where Garrett has came and woke me up. He's like, hey, it's 7:45, our pickup is like 7 to 8, you need to like get up. And I have a lot of our essentials in there. Okay, so the earliest we could pick up would be at 3, which is not bad because I said it's 10, it's closer to 10:30. So I'm gonna work on my Walmart order a little bit. I think I have enough sugar for the apples, but if I get the apples peeled, I can put some in a crock pot. I can clean up the kitchen. We have like, Garrett did dishes, like some of the bigger dish pieces out. I made a chocolate cheesecake this last week. It was so good. So I have like the cheesecake pan. I also made a cornbread. So I have like a bundt cake pan out that needs to be put up. Like there's just miscellaneous things. Like truly, it's just an easy, lazy Sunday. I have nothing truly to do, but I always want to spend money on the days that I have nothing to do. So I probably should place this pickup order and then drink my coffee and get dressed, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do with the day. If you can hear the dishwasher, I'm so sorry. I was like clearing out our breakfast dishes, you know, my coffee cup, everything. Garrett came in, he was mowing before he's headed out, and he was like helping me put away dishes and things, and I didn't even think about it, but I like started the dishwasher. I was like, okay, start it, like swapped over a load of laundry, and I'm like, gosh, that makes for a really noisy background. But dishes are complete. I find that if I have like a canning project or a baking project, if there's dishes on the counter, even if they're like clean dishes, like my island, I'm so grateful and happy for an island, because I feel like it is like you can clear it off and put all the dirty stuff like on the like regular kitchen counters, and then your island, like that's where all your prep is. But I find when I'm canning, it's like, okay, like if I have a bunch of dirty dishes and then I make more dishes, I can't work like that. Okay, no, I need a clean space. I need all the dishes to be done, everything to be like ready. And although the dishwasher was like more on the light side, it wasn't like super like full, I was like, start it, because I know as soon as I get going, I'm gonna make a mess, and I'm gonna want an empty dishwasher to be able to load everything. The lucky thing about apples is they are not as messy as peaches. Peaches you have to blanch and core and peel. Like the blanching part will help like take off the skin, but when I was canning, the kitchen was an absolute atrocious mess. Plus, because I had 3 projects, I had the salsa, the jelly, and the jam. It was messy. But apples, I've always found, are a little bit cleaner. I do it the same way that my mom taught me how to do it. You take the apples, you peel them, you core them, you put them in a crock pot. So growing up, my mom, she started homeschooling my siblings when we started high school. At the time I decided like I still wanted to go to public school, and I was so jealous. Like my siblings would get to smell the apples all day, and I would come home and it would smell amazing. It smelled so good, but they'd be like, yeah, we already ate like so many apples, because mom would process them, and at the end of the crock pot, like some of it all couldn't fit in the can, so then they would split like the applesauce. I was always so jealous. I was like, I wanted the applesauce too, like, but alas, I made my decision. I went to public school, it's whatever. But my mom has always just been like a homesteading gal, right? Like she's definitely taught me like so much of my own like kitchen stuff. And so every time I make apples, I think of my mom, and I think about just like coming home to a house full of applesauce and such good smells. Another thing that they would have, oh my gosh, I was always so jealous. Like there's pros and cons, there's everything like about like going to public school or being homeschooled or whatnot, but my mother is a teacher by trade, and so my when it came time to it, we had moved a couple times, and my brother has a learning disability, and so it was really hard for him to like transition out from middle school, and we had moved, and anyways, so mom decided to homeschool my brother, and then my sisters followed, right? And another thing that they would have always made me so jealous was they would have coffee at home, and I would go to public school and I would not get coffee. Mom, this was like before coffee, like I feel like coffee is really, really trendy right now, and it's kind of like grown into what it is, but I remember she would have like a huge mason jar, and she would have it like the coffee grounds in it. It was like cold brew, right? So she'd put it in the fridge and let it steep for a little bit, and then she would strain it out over condensed milk. You know how I was talking about condensed milk earlier with my coffee? Yeah, that's basically what she had for my siblings, and I was always so jealous. And it just, I don't know. I'm very grateful to have like the lifestyle that I have where I'm able to be home all the time. I work from home, so I get to live out those dreams, right? But I have all my apples here. We're going to do it how my mom did it. Peel the apples, core the apples. We're going to put them in a crock pot, and we're going to smell it all day, and it's going to be amazing. And normally she would make pork chops. Pork chops and applesauce is seriously like one of my top favorite meals. So good. But like smelling it all day, it's just razzle dazzle, so good. And growing up in Iowa, it was like cold. Like it's cold at this point, even though Missouri is like hot summer, it's like a little chilly there. So, you know, whatever. Kind of get you in the fall vibes, the fall feels. What can I speak? Anyways, I have 4 bags. They were, I promise you, we overfilled the bags. Not overfilled, like you buy the bag and then like it's whatever you can fit into it, but I had to have some of my friends help fill all 4 bags because that's massive. And then they pulled some apples out, so we're probably a little less than a bushel of apples. These are Golden Delicious. I'm very excited. I've not had Golden Delicious for 2 years. My aunt Sherry has a Golden Delicious tree, and she'll like have good years and bad years of the apples. And 2 years ago I was able to get like a whole bunch of her apples, made applesauce. It was so good. And then a month ago when I was talking about the peaches, those apples were Honeycrisp apples, which in my opinion are the best apples. But we have Golden Delicious today. I probably will peel about 1.5 bags for the crock pot. And then to make the jelly, we're making a no scrap jelly, so all the cores and skin, like that's what we're keeping for the jelly, and then we're gonna boil it. Garrett did have to run to town. He forgot like bug spray or something. He was looking for bug spray, he couldn't find it, so he's running to Walmart to pick up the bug spray. And I placed the Walmart order, and as soon as I was done, I got lemons, but I forgot I used up all of my pectin for the peach jelly. I was like, you're kidding. And of course, like when I pick up like my grocery order, I could go inside for like the thing of pectin, but I was like, perfect, I'm so glad that you can't find this because I need you to pick me up pectin to make the jelly. So we better get to peeling these apples because it, like, the slow cooker way is the best way. I have tried to use an Instapot previously and Garrett hated it. He thought it tasted different, which I don't think it did, but an Instapot is like 5 minutes in comparison to a crock pot is 6 hours. So the faster I get these peeled, the faster we can start smelling them and then can start to break down. So I forgot, we actually have 2 crock pots, which is amazing because I'm gonna try and do 2 batches. This one is slightly bigger than this one, which is fine. Like, because they take so long, it's always good to like have 2 batches going. And I completely forgot, like, yes, I know that I have 2 crock pots, but like normally I don't have the time to do like 2 crock pot full of peeling apples because it does take like a long time to peel an apple. Not that long, but like long enough. And then I have this little colander that we'll be putting our cores, our skin, like the seeds, everything, because seeds and the core have natural pectin in them. So we want to make sure that we save all of that. And then the peels, obviously, for the like apple flavor, right? Like all those nutrients. I know it's jelly, but nutrients. Without further ado, we better start peeling, coring, and doing all the things so that we can have some apple. I'm going to be using this very small cutting board because this cutting board I only use for fruit. I do not ever put onions on this or jalapenos. I've told Garrett so many times, and I've seen him try to use it, but I always tell him, no, 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 this is only for fruit, because I refuse to have applesauce that tastes like onions. Or even when I was doing the peaches, like I was like, only peaches on this. Like when I got to the salsa, I was like, jalapenos have to go on a different cutting board. So it's small but mighty. But before I get too ahead of myself, I just remembered that I need to wash my apples. I was like, oh, they feel so good, so clean. I truly, I don't know them good today. You have to wash them, okay? I always rinse them in the colander, and then like that's where the peels and everything will go anyways. And then I'll like put them in a soup pot, but we gotta wash them. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I was like, because we're saving the peels to make apple jelly, which I've never made before. Usually I wash them anyways, but like I know if I get apples from my aunt, like she doesn't use anything on her apple tree, so I know they're good to go. But these, since they're at an orchard, I'm like, oh, I need to wash them. So I'm gonna pull them all out. We're gonna get them washed, rinsed, dried off, and then we can start peeling. Such a long process, like truly. Any sort of like homemade item, like an apple butter, a jam, a jelly, anything, like it is truly a labor of love. So if someone ever gifts you like a canned item, just know that they really and truly love you so much. Like look how cute they look, all washed. We're gonna dry them off best that we can, and finally start to peel them. I will say there's something so like therapeutic and methodical about peeling apples and chopping the apples, making them all like perfect little consistent sizes. It truly is like very peaceful. I do, although it is tedious, I always find like such joy of just like being in the kitchen and taking a moment to do something that I love. It's not connected to like scrolling or my phone. It's just like, okay, even if I do watch like a show or like one of my favorite vloggers, like even though it's something so like I can still be listening to a podcast or watching TV. Like it's still simple, it's nice, it gives me something to focus on and do with my hands. That is in so many ways still productive, right? Like still so productive. All right, our crock pots are full. It took me the entire movie of Shrek 2 to peel and core and chop both apples. This one, like I said, it's a little bit smaller. So this one was like a bag and a half, and this was, I don't know, about half a bag, but they are starting to process. I have not added sugar or anything to them. I let them break down first and then taste it. But we have about a bag, an overflowing bag left, a couple apples here. And then our cores and our peels are in these little jam pots. I don't plan on making the jelly yet. I'm gonna go do my Walmart pickup since it is 2:21. It took forever to get all of this done. Like I said, the entire movie, but they're fine to just like set here, and we're gonna go pick up our Walmart order, and then we'll come back, cover this with water, and start the jelly. And then these will take another, I don't know, 4 to 5 hours just cooking and breaking down. I think my favorite modern convenience is definitely having grocery store pickup. Like I love it so much, and I used to like kind of forget about it. Like there was a time, like obviously in 2020, 21, where we used Walmart pickup or grocery store pickup. Like we have a Hy-Vee too, but I forget how nice it is. Like to just place your order, be able to pick it up. Like I love it so much, especially on a day like today where peeling apples takes so much time, right? And I do not have the energy or the ambition to go grocery shopping at all, but I know that we need groceries, and it just like in turn being able to place my order every weekend and like pick it up and be prepared for the week makes me feel so good, so accomplished, and just like overall have a better mindset for like my routine, and just like it makes the day go so much smoother. I also feel like a little overwhelmed at times where I'm like, like what do we normally get? I don't know what sounds good this week. And when I'm able to just like click repurchase, like I know we usually always need whole milk. Every single week we need milk. Usually we need eggs. This week we didn't need eggs, but like usually I'm just like click, 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 add them to the cart, and it makes it so simple, so easy. Garrett did leave about, I don't know, 25 minutes ago. So he's all packed up, ready to go. He did ask, he was like, do you want to come? Like you could, you know, hang out. And although I hate it when like we're not together, I do find it's nice that like to have a moment to myself, right? Like we're both together 24/7, like all the time. And it is like, I don't know, I've been wanting to watch, I can't decide if I want to watch Love Thy Nader or if I'm gonna watch, there is a new show, oh my gosh, I think it has, all I want to say is like Miranda Cosgrove. I think it's The Wrong Paris is what it's called. So those are both options for tonight. And I was like, you know what, like I'm just gonna make it girls' night with myself and you, obviously. Like I'm just gonna chill. I don't really want to drive to his hometown. It's an hour away. And then like in the morning I'm teaching yoga. So I don't wanna like have to rush back and be like, oh yeah, like no, I'm teaching my class and whatever. I knew it would just be better if I like let him go, do his thing, stay up there, even though it's seriously so sad. I hate it. I hate when he leaves. Like truly, like maybe that's on, I don't know, what's it called? Like codependency. Maybe it's codependency, but it's not like I can't not function without him. But I just prefer him being home. Like we can hang out. Like why do you need to go anywhere? But it's special like for him to go up there every once in a while, especially because his grandparents still live in that town. So if he does get a deer, he's able to like immediately show his grandpa, right? So I went and I picked up Culver's for supper. So we're having Culver's. Cheese curds sounded so good. So I'm gonna pick up, put the dishes away, eat supper, and then we're gonna get in the shower, cleanse, lotion the legs, PJs. We're gonna watch something on TV. Okay, and also we are gonna fill our little jam pots up with some water. That way our jelly can start cooking. I almost forgot about it. I was like, oh yeah, my pots are just sitting here. These will need to boil for, I think like 30 to 40 minutes to really release everything. And then after that, we will be straining them, making sure that there's no bits and pieces, because the difference between jelly and jam is jam has like all of the like fibrous parts of the fruit, and jelly is just like the juice essentially. You could go to the store, take apple juice and make apple jelly from the juice entirely. So that's essentially what we're doing. We're making juice, but I don't have to juice it because we're using the scraps. We're not using like the whole actual apple. One, because I like applesauce, but two, I find that way is like a bit wasteful. So this is literally called like a no waste jelly recipe. And I will say this, there's something so nice about when you are like being in the kitchen, like cooking, doing anything, like not only having a clean kitchen is like superior and absolutely like needed, but also getting like takeout or like fast food or something to like munch on while everything is processing, elite. Because now I'm not gonna have like dishes to do from my food, but essentially it's just gonna be like Apple issues. So, oh my gosh, all my cheese curds have like fallen to the bottom, but cheese curds are, I don't know, I've been craving them. I really wanted, there's something about marinara and like little cheese curds that are just so amazing, so good. And then I got the double butter burger, all the veggies, and no mustard, no mayo. I'm sorry, no ketchup, no mayo, add mustard. I love mustard. And like I said, all the veggies. So delish, amazing. I'm gonna have supper. Just, you know, hang out, chill, scroll on my phone. My pots are starting to boil. Apples, I have not given them a stir yet. I hope that they are cooking down properly. And I don't know, it's gonna be like an early night for a shower in pajamas, but you know, we're gonna make this as relaxing as possible. There's nothing really to do right now besides wait for everything to like cook down, to process, to bake. And you know, that's what we're gonna do. So we might as well make the best of it and just like take it really relaxing, really easy, nothing too hard, nothing too difficult, and just enjoy this very homesteady homemaker day. Oh my gosh, they're like extra steamy. So we've showered, we've lotioned, we've done all the things. I spent probably an hour in the bath. I have been wanting a Kindle so bad, and I forgot, like I have an iPad. Like you can get the Kindle Unlimited for your iPad. So it's like perfect. Started a new book. It's called the Pumpkin Spice Coffee Shop or something. I don't know. It's like just a typical like fall book. But I need to strain the apples from the juice. And then I'm going to start heating up our cans for the hot water bath. Applesauce is cooking down very good. I always find my smaller crock pot does not cook down as fast. So I actually just swap them. So the black one is always like much hotter than the silver and black one. So I switched them, but those are cooking down nicely too. I'll be able to do the jelly first and then probably can the jam. But it does take a little bit for my like hot water bath to heat up. So I am gonna start doing that now. Combine these, strain them, and start with the actual like canning process. So now I'm taking my clean jars and I'm putting them in a big pot, my hot water bath pot, full of water. It's got about like 5 inches of water in it, and then the little lid goes in there too, so it can sterilize and heat up. They're already clean. They just one need to be as hot as the jelly that we're gonna put in it, but it also has vinegar in it to help with like my hard water, so they make like prettier jars. These are little jelly jars. I find that I always want to get the process over with and like have a huge jar, but then I find like when it's just Garrett and I will eat like half a jar and forget about it and how long it's been in the fridge, and then half of the jelly like goes to waste. So the smaller jars are actually really nice because we can eat it in like a week. All right, so in this pot we have our apple juice and sugar. I'm heating that back up to a boil, making sure all the sugar dissolves. And then of course in this pot we have our hot water bath and the jars are heating up. I've laid down a towel. This is where we're gonna put them to fill, cap, and then put back in for 10 minutes. And then I will let them hang out and cool for 24 hours. Taking a little look at the applesauce, this one is completely baked down. As you can see, I added the brown sugar and the cinnamon. I'm about to stir that. And then this one, as you can see, is not quite the same. This crock pot was actually in this heater. I just swapped them. But this one is actually looking a lot better. I would mush it down, but well, let me see if I can. All right, just gonna pop this off. I've been trying to like kind of keep the heat on. You'll say it's hard doing it one-handed. Okay, see, it's starting to get into the right consistency, but still needs some time to cook down, which is fine because I can only fit so many jars in at a time. So it's okay that that one is slightly behind, and then we'll have that to go in next. So it's all coming along shortly and smoothly, but of course you can see my mess has started for sure. All right, our jelly is starting to look perfect. I'm just gonna skim this little like bubble part off of it. I find with all of my jams and jellies, like you don't have to, it's an aesthetic thing, but if you start to like skim off the foam, it'll make your jars much prettier. And then I'm gonna be jarring them up and hot water bath canning them for 10 minutes. Okay, you're lying. Look how good this apple butter looks. Oh my gosh, it is so silky. So I went ahead and immersion blend it for a little bit just to give it like the butter consistency. There's no actual butter in it, but it seriously is so good. Our jelly is done hot water bath, and it's just cooling right there. And then we'll swap it out. Okay, seriously, look how cute this is. We have the little fireplace going, we have some candles, we are setting all of the mood, all of the vibe, and it honestly, it is giving fall. It's giving lovely, it's giving exactly what I need. Perfect, immaculate, cozy vibes with apple scent in the air. Okay, I seriously was just gonna ask, should we watch Love Thy Nader or should we watch The Wrong Paris? And I just remembered I already pulled up Netflix, so it looks like we are going to be watching The Wrong Paris. Dawn thinks she's joining a dating show in Paris, France, only to land in Paris, Texas. She has an exit plan until sparks fly with the cowboy bachelor. Now, if you know me, you know I loved The Bachelorette and The Bachelor in college. It was the best thing ever. Like, seriously, getting together with all of my sorority sisters in the sorority house to watch it, seriously, so immaculate, so good. And I want to say the last season that I watched was probably Rachel and Gabby's season. I think that was the very last time that I watched it, and I really haven't like got back on it now. You guys also know I love The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Okay, so much. And Taylor Paul, I think she's going by Taylor Paul now, not Taylor Frankie Paul, even though like obviously that's her TikTok handle, because I saw like a little I don't know, blurb or her announcement or whatever. She's like, hi, I'm Taylor Paul. She didn't say Frankie. So I think she's like rebranding just to Taylor Paul. But I don't know, guys. I'm so like intrigued to see her on The Bachelorette as the Bachelor contestant or the Bachelorette contestant. So many people, like I've seen online, people think, oh, like, is she emotionally ready for this? Like, you know, she's very dramatic and things on like the show, especially if like season 1. But I feel like Taylor has had so much like growth and just like personal growth, maturity. Like she has, like she said in one of her promos that like the question was, are you looking to like move from Utah? Does the guy have to be from, or like want to live in Utah? And she's like, yes, I have 2 baby daddies in Utah. I'm not going anywhere. And I really and truly think that she has like matured so much. Like if you watch like the first season to the second season, she's a totally different gal. Like seriously and truly, I think this is going to be a great season. It's gonna lure me back in. Probably won't hit until like January, February of next year, because they just announced her and they're gonna be doing all of the like Bachelor casting, all the people that are going to like actually be on her show now that they know it's Taylor. And I could not be more excited for it. Like I think she's going to be a great Bachelorette, and I think it's going to be very comparable to Hannah Brown. Like Hannah Brown was like very much so did her own thing, and it was very like just stood up for herself. She was a great Bachelorette. So I'm excited, I'm intrigued, and I think I'll like The Wrong Paris. I hope so, because it's like dating show vibes. But the canning, everything, it's processing. So now is the time, like I'll be going up and down. Like I'll get up and like pour some more of, I decided we're gonna do all apple butter, not just like applesauce. The last time I did all applesauce, some of it had like brown sugar, cinnamon, and the other batch was like plain applesauce. But I think all of it needs to be apple butter because one, I love apple butter, but just because we did like so much applesauce. So I'm gonna be processing all apple butter. I went ahead, I immersion blended it. It's like so silky, so amazing, so good. And then I will just start jarring, and then hot water bath and jarring, hot water bath. Like you have to keep it very hot as you go through it. So now it's just like a waiting game of like going up and coming back and going up and coming back in a 10-minute increment, you think, oh, that's like 10 minutes. It goes by so quick. You think it's short, but it's actually kind of long. And anyway, so I'll be going back and forth, and I'll show you how they turn out. But I'm just gonna cozy up, watch The Wrong Paris, and enjoy my night. So I will show you a clip of the apple butter, applesauce, all of my things, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for spending Sunday with me. I know it was chill. I know it was like literally just me in my kitchen, but I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, like, I don't know. I used to say rate and review for like my podcast, but I haven't done that for like 6 months. RIP. Anyways, so make sure that you like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. And I hope my apple butter turns out. So that's all. See you later. Bye. All right, all the jars are done. So excited. They look so good. I'm so happy. You can always tell when I run out of patience because I'll switch to big jars. But look how beautiful, amazing, stunning. They look so good.